lot of you guys requested a video about networking, so that's what we're going to be covering today. Now, with networking, there's two paths a producer can take with today's overall online landscape. There's also one factor that plays a huge role in both of them. But before we talk about those two exact paths and that one large factor, I want to talk about the crucial aspect of what networking really is. And without knowing this, the rest of this video will just be pointless. Have you guys ever heard the term that time is money? Well, you may think that it sounds cliche, but it's more than true. Think about it. Have you ever had a convo with someone and just walked away saying to yourself, wow, that was pointless and a waste of my time? Or have you ever watched a video on YouTube and be like, wow, this sucks and is a waste of my time? Which, by the way, never happens on this channel. The retention doesn't lie. Now, just like good convos and good informational videos, networking is the same exact concept. After all, why isn't Drake responding to your DMs where you're begging for him to work with you? The simple answer is that he could spend his time better and work or talk with people that would better his life. Music industry or not, understand this about networking. People will choose to work with you based on the fact of how can I better myself based on what you have the potential to offer me. It's important to know that once this gets into the opportunity of business where time is money, people are always going to make decisions based on their self-interest and what is best for them. Now, if you're thinking this sounds unfair, this is simply one of the barriers that you have to acknowledge and attack and overcome. So now that you know this, let's get into the two paths of networking. And really with number two, it's probably the easiest way to get started and make some connections, so stick around so you don't miss that. Number one focuses on how can I create value for someone to work with me? How can I message another producer or another rapper and have them see me as an opportunity worth their time? Now, if you have a larger following than the person that you're messaging, it's pretty easy to collab. But what if you're on the opposite side, as I bet many of you are? Is it still possible? Well, what you need to know is there are a few key things, and if you mess up one of these, it hurts your chances drastically. But nail all of them on the head and you'll start working with some great people. First things first, the message. Dear God, never message hey or what's up. Make the reason of why you are messaging them as clear as can be while also being friendly and maintaining a human aspect. Simply by just saying hey, now the person has to say, hey, what's up? And then wait for you to reply, and then you have to get into the actual conversation of why you even message them. Remember, time is money, so respectfully get to the point in your first message. Cool, we got the message done and this person knows what you want, but will they give it to you? This is now when everyone, and I mean everyone, will click onto your profile. And this is where you win or you lose. Check out this clip of Palace on the Producer Grind interview talking about collabing and networking with other producers and what he looks for.
Trust me, even if producers are big, they still check your profiles. They check everything, bro. I see every DM, I see everybody who's DMing me. I'm just responding if he has a clean profile, looking very interesting, if there's something I'm looking for and he has it, I'm gonna definitely DM him.
Now, once someone gets on your profile, we have two key factors we have to nail on the head. First is, what does your profile say about you without any context as to who you are? And here's some screenshots of both good and bad profiles. As you can see with the good profiles, without any context of to who this is, you can easily tell who they are and what they do. Second is, are you trying to collab with people in your range? Now, this does have a little caveat. If you have some placements, maybe some high-performing content, or you're well known on another platform, you might be able to work with someone who is a lot bigger than what the following is that you currently have. I'm not saying that just ignore your dream collaborations, but you have to come to reality that working with Drake might just not be possible where you are yet. Now, with what I just said, this doesn't mean that working with anyone is impossible without some great accomplishments. This is where path number two comes in. I'll be honest with you guys, path number two is definitely more on the luck side of things, and it is very indirect. But it's worked for a couple of producers that I know, so it can work for you too. All right, so let's face it. If you want to find loops or beats these days, YouTube is a very well-known source. And taking this path is kind of a cheat code because this lets unknown producers land placements with bigger artists. In fact, this is how the homie Jay Sewell got a placement on the Pop Smoke album. He put it in a loop kit online, some producer found it on YouTube, he used it, and he got it placed in a Pop Smoke song. So while there wasn't a direct connect of him reaching out to another producer or Pop Pop Smoke, he still got a placement from uploading his loop kit onto YouTube. So really, networking comes down to that one factor that I hinted at earlier in this video, and it's social media. I'm telling you this right now, if you focus on building a popping brand and a well-looking page on social media, and you create content to get discovered and stands out, it's remarkable how far that can get you. Because guess what? When you message these people, they are directly looking at your profile and thinking if you are worth their time. Now, if you want to learn how to double your social media followers in just 30 days, no matter the knowledge you currently have of social media, I highly recommend you check out this video I made a few months ago. It will tell you everything you need to get started and get going. Peace out.